Sometimes the strongest statements are made with a single word. Early in F1, there's a moment that captures this beautifully. Sonny is being interviewed about his past, and the reporter doesn't hold back. You gave up racing. Yeah. You gambled professionally. Uh-huh. You went bankrupt, had a string of failed marriages. Is there anything you wish you'd done differently? Well, that's a kind of a question that could unravel someone. But Sonny doesn't flinch. There's a long pause, not the kind where someone is trying to come up with an answer, but the kind where someone already knows the answer and is deciding if they'll say it out loud. And then he does. One word. Yeah. Yeah. It's not dramatic. It's not defensive. It's not even regretful. It's honest. It's owned. It's peaceful. And you realize as you're watching it that in that moment, Sonny isn't trying to run from his past. He's made peace with it. But here's what's even more powerful. As the film unfolds, we see he's not just made peace with his past, he's also made a decision about his future. There's a framework that shows up in almost every great story. It's called the hero's journey. It's this idea that a character leaves their normal life, faces trials and failures, and eventually returns, changed. But here's the key. They never come back empty-handed. They return with what storytellers call the elixir. Something hard-won, something they didn't have before, and now they can give it to others. You see this all the time. Disney's Moana is a great example. When she returns to her people, she does so with the courage to restore their identity. In Lord of the Rings, Frodo comes back from Mount Doom forever changed, wiser, deeper, with a soul that's been through the fire. Poe in Kung Fu Panda, same thing. He returns with the Dragon Scroll only to realize he is the secret weapon. Though to be certain, this doesn't always happen with a literal object. Sometimes the elixir is clarity, or peace, or perspective. Sometimes it's just the courage to walk with someone else through their own journey. And that's what we see with Sonny. He's not just racing again, he's mentoring, guiding Zach, his younger teammate, offering the voice, the experience, the hard-earned wisdom he didn't have when he was younger. Which, if I'm being honest, all kind of hits me in a very personal way, seeing as I'm the old man in our Me, My Old Man in a Movie YouTube channel. See, I'm now 50, not what I used to be. I'm like Sonny. I think about the choices I've made, the things I wish I could redo, some of the dreams I've chased and lost, some I've let go of before they ever took off. But here's what I've come to understand. I may not get to relive it, but I can redeem it, and I can use it to pass something on. Perhaps you can relate to this as well. Maybe like me, you're on the backside of the hill, so to speak. It's not realistic to assume that you'll ever restart that career or chase that goal, but your story still has power. Your journey still matters because you carry an elixir, something the next generation deeply needs. And in that moment, well, you've moved from being the hero to being the guide. And that shift, well, it reframes everything. Because suddenly, it's not just about what you went through. It's about what someone else might avoid because you went through it, which changes the question entirely. The reporter asked, would you do anything differently? But the better question, the one that really matters now is, what will you do next with what you've learned? Because that's the real turning point in every great story. It's not the mistake. It's not even the comeback. It's what you choose to do after. My friend, don't waste your pain. Don't bury your wisdom. Don't hold back the gift that only you can give. Someone, somewhere out there is running their first lap, and they could use the words of someone who's finished a few. Because while you may not be the fastest car on the track anymore, well, you might just be the most important. This has been Movie Moments with Ryan May.